It's Marino Wednesdays. It's the Nicky Marino Show. You're live. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody is having a fabulous Wednesday. Guys, my phone's been blowing up all morning. I mean, I can't keep up, guys. It's such a long month when March comes. When you're on the Marino team, though, you wake up in a good mood. After a huge sweep last night, we swept the board last night, starting March Madness off 2-0. 2-0 on our straight plays last night, plus 300 units. I mean, it's the Marino Show. It's the Marino team. That's what it's about. And March is here. We got the bracket in front of us. I'm going to give you guys a couple free plays at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned all the way through. Guys, if you have not followed me or subscribed to my YouTube page, The Nicky Marino, go like, go subscribe. The 1K viewer will receive $1,000. Excuse me. Y'all trying to break my pockets? $500. Guys, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to cover my games from yesterday. Yesterday's recap: Texas A&M CC versus Texas Southern. The first four in the March Madness tournament. And, of course, we start the tournament off on the right foot, 1-0. Guys, I'm trying to listen, last year, 26-4 in March Madness. I am trying to beat that record. And I feel like I'm getting hot. I feel like Marino's getting hot. My team is feeling good. We're winning every day. We're hitting parlays. I mean, we just keep the flow rolling. And we're going to flow right through March. Guys, Texas Southern, small 3.5-point favorite yesterday. Roll by 9, all right? Started slow, 5 turnovers to start the game. It's shaky. It's March Madness. Teams will do this. We're in tournament mode, okay? Teams will have jitters, especially young teams, young developing teams, especially 16 seeds. I'll tell you that right now. But, yeah, we had Texas Southern yesterday, minus 3.5. We had the money line and the second half as well. So we mopped that board. And then, Texas Southern, Bryson Gresham led them with 6-13-1. Played a great game. They played great on both sides of the basketball. They had a lot of transition points. And also, they beat the bigs down low. They just outplayed Texas A&M's bigs. So we roll there. I mean, phenomenal game. I loved it. I know a lot of my team was worried. They were nervous early. But we get the job done there. Our middle leg parlay play. I absolutely loved this team yesterday. Loved them. They should have won the game outright. I mean, they were down 7 with 52 seconds left, and North Texas pushes them into overtime. I mean, overtime has not beat me enough this year in college hoops. It's crazy. So I got a little worried because I had them in a nice 3-leg parlay. But they get the job done. They cover the 8. Texas State yesterday getting the 8, led by Caleb Asbury. 10 points, 6 rebounds, I believe 2 assists. So en route in overtime, they get the job done. That's what it's about. My biggest play of the night last night. I mean, let me tell you, I had clients texting me, calling me, FaceTiming me, IG. Nicky, are you sure? Are you sure? So I say, that's why you pay me. Don't ever question my max unit plays. Because my max unit plays, they cover. They win. They win. And at the end of the day, that's what the Marino team does. We win. So we're jumping right into Cleveland State. Cleveland State in the NIT, first round at Xavier. Again, guys, at Xavier. But I'm taking the 11. I'm not worried about the home team. I'm taking the 11, and we're getting right into it. Cleveland State come out firing. Losing by 1 at the half, but they had to lead the whole half. They kept it close. Guys, the month of March is about one thing and one thing only. Getting points on dogs that are ready to bark, okay? Dogs that are ready to bark, okay? You keep the lead to 5 minutes, especially getting a double-digit point spread. I mean, 11 points, that's a lot of points to be getting in a college basketball NIT first-round game, you know? I mean, I think they messed up the line there. The line wasn't right there because that was a tough matchup for Xavier. Cleveland State, a lot more athletic. They got great guard play on both sides of the basketball, and they're a great defensive team. And Xavier really struggled. I mean, they're not a great three-point shooting team. Xavier started off the year, I mean, phenomenal. I mean, what a run. I think they started off the year 11-1. I mean, but they got disrupted by a lot of injuries down the stretch, and that's what hurt that team. And they're not, like I said, they're not a great three-point shooting team. They're Fremantle is one of their stars. I mean, Scruggs just, he had an off year this year. But, yeah, Xavier, they get the job done. They win the game by 4. Zach Fremantle, 13 points, 11 boards, and 4 blocks. So, I mean, it was a great play on my part. Cleveland State plus 11, 200-unit max play, blowout winner, okay? Not one sweat. This is what Nicky tries to do. He tries to give you guys no sweat games. That's what Marino's all about. So we have a big night last night. Mopped the board. The only loser we had in our parlay, I made a major mistake yesterday because I love Western Illinois, but they took them off the board. So we had Colorado money line. Struggling St. Bonnie's team down the stretch. Hey, they got hot. I mean, they went on a 13-0 run in the second half. I mean, me personally, I had 3,000 on the second half, and Colorado comes out fighting, streams up to a 12-point lead, and then St. Bonnie's, they catch the run, and they get hot down the stretch. Colorado goes cold. It's like Colorado's been that team for me all year, guys. Like, if you got Colorado, they play horrible. But if you bet against them, I mean, they're lights out. They'll beat you by 30. Like a game we had a couple weeks ago, they're playing Utah. I love Utah. And Colorado comes out shooting 82% from the three-point line. I mean, you can't. It's tough to beat teams when they're shooting that well. So the Buffalo's just they've been a hot and cold team all year. But we're digging right into it, guys. I got a loaded card tonight. If you have not grabbed your daily card, your first-round March Madness package, if you haven't grabbed your VIP March Madness package, go to my website, thenickymarino.com. It's available for all my viewers. Grab your package, stop guessing, and start winning, and meet Nicky Marino at the window, baby, because Nicky Marino's for the people. We're for the people. This is what we do. We make money. We build bankrolls, okay? If I wasn't great at it, I wouldn't be doing this, okay? I've been doing it for a long time. Join the Marino team today. It'd be the best investment you can do for yourself. Baker Mayfield apologizes to the city of Cleveland. After 4 long, if you're a Cleveland fan, it's been 4 long years. Little upset here. Baker's a little upset. The Browns meeting with Deshaun Watson. His job's on the line. So I can see him being released in the next couple days. Baker Mayfield was like the same situation as Manziel. They're kind of compatible when you look at the two. And they just didn't work out in Cleveland. I mean, the Browns, tough organization. When's the last time they win? I mean, for God's sakes, Cleveland, they just changed the Indians there. The Cleveland Guardians? It doesn't even make any sense. I mean, what a tough city to be from. Cowboys, Rams, and the Browns are in a big mix right now. A big mix for, Von Miller. Von Miller. I mean, the guy's a power. I mean, he's a powerhouse athlete. I mean, he'll be good any team he lands on. He'll fit in any. I think he'll fit in any system there is. But don't go to Dallas. You don't want to get stuck in that misery, Von. Shout out to Von Miller. I wish you the best wherever you end up, my guy. Tyrod Taylor signs with the Giants. I guess the plans there are to back up Daniel Jones. But I think the Giants, they need a lot more than just Tyrod Taylor. I mean, another down year for them. They got a lot to take care of in that organization. I mean, year after year after year. I mean, it's just bad in New York. Shout out to my buddy Frank Coco. I play softball with the guy. Big time Giants fan. How do you do it, Frankie? Coco, how do you do it, brother? Some big news in the NFL in Miami. Tua, I hope you're working out because Teddy's coming to town. Teddy B's coming to town. After Denver just made that big move last week, had to find a place for Teddy Bridgewater. Guys, I watched Teddy Bridgewater at Louisville, man, a lot of his career, college football, the guy was good, very good. And tremendous athlete. I think he can move in and outside the pocket. I think his pass ratings are very accurate. He just really needs I just think he needs value around him when it comes to Teddy Bridgewater. There's only so much Teddy Bridgewater can do, after bouncing back and forth from organization in the past couple seasons. So I'm excited to see what Teddy brings to the table in Miami. It's going to be some competition for that QB1. I'm excited to see it. Is this guy human or what? Kyrie Irving. I mean, is this guy is he the greatest ever? I mean, 41 points in the first half. I mean, let's stop right there. There is no defense in the NBA whatsoever. No defense in the NBA. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, everybody's scoring. I mean, lately everybody's dropped. I mean, they're scoring double digits. It's unreal. That's why I don't bet it. I don't watch it. I hate the NBA. I despise it. It's the only professional sports organization that is out of the world that I despise. Nicky don't like it. And when Nicky don't like something, you guys will know. But back to Kyrie. Dropped 60. I mean, unreal. Another one. Devin Booker drops 27 points in 30 minutes. Guys, mathematically, I mean, that's unreal. I mean, I got to give it to the book, Booker, I got to give it to you, brother. That's a great performance. Great performance. I mean, you're playing the Pelicans. I mean, not much there, not much there to go against, And Chef Curry, happy birthday. I'm sorry, happy belated birthday. The chef, the best three-point shooter of all time, drops them on their birthday. It's unreal. Drops 47. Happy birthday, Curry. You're the man. You're the GOAT in my eyes. Nobody better. Nobody better. So, guys, as you guys know, I'm from Boston. So I'm waking up this morning. I'm like, about to go to the gym. It's going to be a good day. As you know, I'm a huge MLB fan. Like, baseball is my life. I played professionally, and I absolutely, live, eat, sleep baseball. I love it. And it was great news for me last week when we actually talked about it, when it was breaking news, that we have an opening day coming. The lockout is over. And that's huge news to me. Besides March Madness starting, I mean, that's the biggest news I had in a while. So let's touch base. And knowing I'm from Boston Red Sox. Bad news for these guys. Why does the front office get rid of this guy? Kyle Schwarber. I mean, the production he did for us last year after picking him up, they get rid of him. Signs a 4-year deal, $79 million with the Philadelphia Phillies. I think it's a great pickup for the Phillies. I think he's going to be a tremendous fit in the Philadelphia organization. And some more news for the Red Sox. Chris Sale once again will not make the opener. It's very, very disappointing. I'll tell you that. Very disappointing. Back to New York. I got two topics to talk about in New York City. It just gets worse and worse. It just gets worse and worse in New York. Where's the cameraman? I need the cameraman. I can't forget about my people on IG. Right there. Look at the phone right there. Just press the top. There we go. I can't forget about my guys on IG. I've been with them from day one. Hey, cameraman, thank you. It's what we pay you to do, right? Yeah. All right. Anthony Rizzo agree on a 2-year deal with the Yanks, $32 million. I mean, the guy's great. I loved him in Chicago. I seen him. I grew up with him playing baseball in Florida. He went to Douglas, a big competitor school that my school played against. I loved him for a very long time. He's a great athlete. I loved the lefty stick. I mean, well-rounded 5-tool player. Good pickup for the Yankees. Good re-signing for the Yankees. As much as I can't stand the Yankees, but we got some good news. So when Boston plays in New York, guess who's not playing? All you unvaccinated New York Yankees. Guys, all jokes aside, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that this COVID vaccination bullshit is still intact. I'm totally against it. Let the boys play, man. Let them play. What's the difference? Kyrie just got fined $50K for going in the locker room. He's allowed to go in the arena, but he can't go in the locker room or he can't play. Make up your mind. It's unbelievable. Make up your mind. Guys, I got 3 free picks for you tonight. They're not free picks. They are free winners because Nicky Marino wins. So stick around. Stick around. Nicky Marino wins. All right. March Madness is here. This is what we all have been waiting for. Us degenerates, we gamble all year around and wait for March Madness. And it's here. And Marino's here to help. Marino's here for the people. Marino's here to help you with your brackets. And I'm going to give you 4 teams on all sides of the brackets that I think that have a fighting shot. And I'm not giving you chalk because Marino don't bet chalk. Remember, favorites only win 22% of the time. And when you're a professional, you don't bet favorites. And that's the bottom line, okay? And that's what March is all about. Don't chase the chalk in March. It'd be the worst thing you can do. Guys, I got to tell you, man, if you don't wear Lululemon, I mean, that's your first problem. If you're uncomfortable and you don't wear Lululemon, I mean, that's your problem. I mean, these things are so soft, man. I mean, I feel great, man. I feel like I can breathe, you know? I feel like I can breathe. Shout out to Lululemon. Thank you for always taking care of me, especially over there in the district, man. You guys, all the young girls in there, they always take care of me. Shout out. Retail workers, hourly workers, food service workers. Shout out to all you guys across the world. And if you go out to dinner and you don't tip, stop going out to dinner. That's why there's a McDonald's drive-thru. You go through McDonald's so you don't have to tip. Shout out to Press for Juice. Man, without Press for Juice, man, I don't know what I would do. They said they're going to add to their menu the Marino juice. That'd be great. I can't wait. All right. Guys, we're going to start on the west side of the bracket here. West side of the bracket. I'm looking here at a really good number 1 seed, Gonzaga, West Coast Conference, real weak conference, But I will tell you this. Gentlemen. You got to go who is hot. You got to go who is hot. You got to stay away from the chalk here. You really got to stay away from the chalk. I've been betting them all year. I think they got a tremendous draw here. They're well coached by Hurley, and I think they got a monstrous shot here. Number 5 seed UConn. I think they can get out of the West. And I think if it comes down to it, they can take down the Zags. I really do. They got a 5-year senior point guard. And the guy can play. They're well-rounded. Poly, a sharp shooter around the perimeter. They can knock down their threes. They came up short. For me and my team against Villanova. But, I mean, come on. Villanova's been a tremendous, tremendous outfit all year. I mean, number 1 free throw shooting team. They got sharp shooters all around. Well-coached, well defensive team. And I really think but this UConn team is tested. They're road tested. I've been watching them all year, and I think they got a shot to come out of the West. I really do think they got a shot to come out of the West. So let's be ready for that. Okay, I've been preaching it all week to my clients personally, and I'm going to preach it to you guys now. I did a live video earlier on Instagram, and I told them this is who I like coming out of the East. So North Carolina here, number 8 seed, 24-9 on the year. The guys can play. Okay, they can play defense. They can shoot the 3 ball, and they're very good on transition, and they're hot down the stretch. I know they lost to Virginia Tech in the conference tournament. Okay, Virginia Tech, a totally different matchup. You guys got to understand this. A lot of these, it's all about matchups here. Who can get the better matchup? Who can get the better draw? And from what I'm looking on this side of the bracket, I think North Carolina really got a good draw. Okay, I really think their draw is very well. They're going to take down Marquette, and then they're going to beat Baylor. Okay, that's what I'm looking at here on the east side of the bracket. Mark my words, they're plus 1750, I believe. So that means $100 can get you $17,500. Leave your job, clock out, run to the sports book, and take the Tar Heels on a future right now. The best $100 you can spend. Okay? Let's make money. Marino's for the people. I'm giving you full advice here. Okay? Full advice. For free. That's the best part about it. You're getting professional advice for free right now. It's Marino, baby. Do you smell? Too early. Let's shoot over to the south side of the bracket. The boys from Chattanooga. Illinois is going to struggle with this team. I'm going to tell you that right now. Illinois is going to struggle with this Chattanooga team. Chattanooga, they got some bigs that Kofi Cockburn's going to have some problem with. Mark my words, man. I'm telling you right now, I see trouble in that game. I do. Another team that I was talking about earlier that I really like, UAB. If you guys are not familiar with these small schools, let me give it to you. University of Alabama, Birmingham. All right. They put up 100 points in 3 overtimes against a number 1 seed Middle Tennessee State in the conference championship game. Okay? 100 points. The team can score. They are offensively ready. And they have a great defense. They're defensive, defensive rounded. And their turnover ratio is limited. And they get to the free throw line. It's really big in tournament play, getting to the free throw line. Okay? Good teams that get to the line and good teams that make their free throws will be successful in the tournament. In the South, we're going to stick in the South as well. Another team who's going to be dangerous, I think TCU. I think TCU makes a phenomenal run in this tournament as well. I don't see them going very deep, but I see them getting past a couple games. Again, very well coached. They proved themselves all year. They're road tested. They phenomenal year. They're a tough team, and I think they're ready to go as well. So let's shoot down to the Midwest. Everybody's screaming South Dakota State. Everybody's screaming South Dakota State. Camera guy, can I hear a South Dakota State?
South Dakota State, baby.
All right. South Dakota State, everybody's screaming. But I'm going back and I'm rolling with the guys. Creighton, man. I've been rolling with Creighton all postseason, all tournament play. Had them against Providence money line. 35 plus point winner. Another blowout winner. We continue to produce them because that's what Nicky Marino does. He produces. It's all about production in this game. There's nobody more consistent and transparent than Nicky Marino. This is what I do. And if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be up here talking like an idiot, you know? So we're going to stay with Creighton down there. Another team that, and I'll give you a free play here because this is a game that I absolutely love. So LSU and Iowa State, I think LSU gets by there, and then Wisconsin and Colgate. Mark my words on this, okay? I want you guys to take the over in that game. Wisconsin and Colgate, take the over in that game. This Colgate team is ready. They're prepared, and they score. They score. I'm telling you. They score like the Bulls in the 90s. Like, Scottie Pippen dropping dimes in the 90s. Like, the team is ready. So, and then my buddy, he's got a big play on Auburn, number 2 seed. I just think Auburn's a fraud. I don't think they go deep, and I don't think they're ready, you know. I mean, I honestly think they depend on one or two guys that can easily get taken out of the game by the other team. So I don't see it there. But guys, yeah, that's March Madness. Brackets are out. Fill out your brackets, man. Go to ESPN.com. Fill out a couple brackets. Take a chance. Remember, nobody has ever filled out a perfect bracket until 2022. Until Nicky Marino fills out a bracket. I might be the one and only to ever have a perfect bracket. You guys imagine that? Imagine I fill out a perfect bracket. I mean, it'd be insane. Let's go. Guys, apparel drops in 10 days. Hats to the left and right of you. Beat me at the window. If you want to get healthy, because health is wealth. Start drinking juice. It's good for the body. It's good for the mind. And when you drink Marino juice, you're a winner. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, The Nicky Marino. If you haven't followed my Facebook page, please follow it, facebook.com/The Nicky Marino. Visit my website, thenickymarino.com. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know where you've been the past 5 years. You might have been under a rock sleeping or something, because everybody follows Nicky Marino, The Nicky Marino on IG. And if you ever need a free consultation and you want to get in contact with me, shoot me a DM on IG. I'm always open to help a respectful human being with questions you have to ask. Do not DM me and ask me for a free play. I mean, I get 100 of those a day. I mean, it's worse. Like, you know, it's worse. Like, if you need a free play, I'm sure go to the Score app and look in the chat. I mean, they'll give you tons in there. The chat rooms are full of degens. Okay? For tonight, I'm going to give you guys a 3-team parlay. Okay? 25-unit 3-team parlay. We're going with Patino, baby. We're going with the guy, the mob star coach. You probably knew him in Louisville, but we're rocking with him. Iona +6.5. Iona +6.5. Nichols State +14.5. Nichols State +14.5. And my absolute banger on tonight is, I love him. I love him like I love J-Lo in the 90s. You know? I still love you, J-Lo, but you know, age effects, you know? No, I'm just joking. Love you, J-Lo. Toledo money line. Toledo money line, my 5-star play. Hey, thank you for tuning into the Marino Show. Remember, we're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern time for all my New Yorkers. And don't forget, my podcast is every Thursday. Meet Me at the Window podcast. You'll know all about it. I got special guests coming on the show. I got a big special guest surprise for you guys in the next couple weeks. You guys are going to really love it. Thank you for tuning in. Let's make some money tonight. Do you smell what Marino is cooking?